I watched another movie. Let's talk about it. This time the movie is Rosemary's Baby.
Hey, let's make love.
The metaphors in which this movie portrays. And oh boy, there's a lot of them. There's so many metaphors and similes and like morals that come out of this movie. It's crazy. You think you're watching this like fun little goofy Halloween horror movie, and then it's like, oh no, this is like a movie. This is a film. The metaphors in which Rosemary's Baby shows. They're all like from Rosemary's experience as a female or like as a woman, and like female hysteria as a whole, like portrayed in film. Is like crazy what female hysteria is.
You witches!
This film touches it all in no. This film covers it all, from like sexual trauma
Someone was raping me.
to the fears of motherhood
I have a pain. Here.
to postpartum depression.
I'll kill them before I let them touch you.
Cults.
To a fine, healthy baby. Here.
Useless men.
Oh, it's a wonderful apartment. I love
See what she's trying to do? She's trying to get you to lower the rent.
And even religion.
No, you're not religious, my dear, are you?
Guilt that comes from religion. Those like things that could be included in cults as a whole, but like I want to be specific. Throughout the film, Rosemary's viewed as like not a good enough woman because this is shown as like she doesn't have long hair and she's not like she doesn't want to be like the stay-at-home mom with like the correct female experience, like the trad wife of it all. Like she's not that, so she's not a good enough woman, or she's portrayed as not a good enough woman. And you get that when that first layer of female hysteria hit of like the I'm not a good enough woman like hits with sexual trauma of it all, of like you see this like devil figure, and you're like, and it's like a dreamscape, and it's like a did this really happen montage, or like is this in her head? Like
Sleep, bro.
And you as a viewer, you're also in that female, like that hysteric, like, is this real? Am I making it up? Like, is this a part of, like, is this the reality of the movie, or is this in her head? I'm not sure what I'm watching even. So it's like she doesn't know, and you as the viewer don't know, and it's like this hysteric, like the terror, like, nobody knows what's actually happening.
Somebody help me!
And this happens like several times throughout the film, and each time it's like unpleasant as hell. Hell. And then so it's like that hysteric, like, is this a dream? Is this made up? Like, what's happening? And then the movie flips to be like she's blissfully pregnant. She's like chilling. She's like, everything's fine. I'm just gonna like decorate my house a little bit, like live life. I'm pregnant. I'm a woman. Yay. And she snaps out of that, like blissfully unaware, like thing, when her friends convince her that she looks terrible. Like she looks unwell. She looks bad.
That is a warning that something isn't right.
And that's where the gaslighting starts. When every single person in Rosemary's life is not on her side. So she's, wait, like, I look bad, like my husband's this, like, what's happening? Nobody's on my side. Why isn't anyone on my side? I'm doing this thing, I'm growing a person, and nobody cares about me. Like, that's fucked up. And she starts to question her reality, as one does when no one's on your side. So you're like, maybe I'll just pretend, or like I'll make a new reality. I don't know.
They're very clever people. They planned everything right from the beginning. They probably made some sort of deal with God.
She questions, and outside forces keep like pulling her back to this like this living hell. And that's when the modern day viewers get frustrated as heck. Like, what are we doing? Why aren't we telling this woman that she's being gaslit and like played, basically? Like, why are we doing this? You know, as I was like, can we stop? Like, this is the horror movie aspect. It's like it's like a documentary almost. It's not even a horror movie. It's like, this happens to people. Like, can we not? Can we move on? Can we give women more agency, please? This is frustrating. I don't like it. I don't like watching this. Women are people, and they should be treated as people. They should be, and you know, that's the women and female hysteria in this movie. It's frustrating. You see the switch of female hysteria and how it's portrayed from Rosemary's Baby to like to films such as Orphan and Orphan 2, American Horror Story, Fresh, The Witch. Like, they all have female hysteria, but they're all portrayed a little bit differently. And Rosemary's Baby is so much like Orphan. It's crazy. It's like, this is the same plot. But it's kind of crazy that even in like a 2019 movie, like from this movie to a 2019 movie, audience are still like so susceptible to watching a movie and going, this woman is crazy. Like, believing it, you know? Like, we're just gonna believe it? There's more to the story. Why can't we just believe it, you know? Like, why do we just believe it? Throughout this film, I could not stop myself from going, damn, this person's partner is an incompetent piece of work. It's crazy. Like, why are you letting her go through all of this stuff? Like, you're supposed to be there for her. Like, why? Oh, because you're susceptible to cults and religion. Like, you fell for it. You were played.
It's alive!
I would recommend. It's a good movie. I always recommend older movies because nobody watches them anymore. And that's frustrating because you should watch like the original before you watch like spin-offs, you know? You should watch this movie. Like, it sets the stage for so many other movies that it's crazy. Like, you should watch this movie. Just saying. 7 out of 10 stars. I liked it, and it sets the stage for so many other movies. I don't think it's on my it's not very high on my rewatch list. You just, once you know like the twist, once you know what's gonna happen in this movie, it's even more frustrating to watch. So I can't do it. But it was a good watch. I recommend.